Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're starting a reading vlog for Land of Silence by Tessa Afshar. Alright y'all, so this is so impromptu. Today is actually Sunday night. I meant to read Land of Silence by Tessa Afshar. This is biblical fiction all about the woman with the issue of blood who bled for 12 years. I thought I'm just going to go ahead. I started listening actually to Loyally Luke today, and I thought, oh, I needed to read this. And I really want to do a vlog for this as well. So ignore the no makeup face today for this intro, but we're here and this is real life, right? So we're just going to go ahead and start this. I want to go ahead and have this clip going and just let y'all know I just read the first introduction and I'm already hooked on this. I'm already in tears. This is going to be an emotional ride. I had to just like, wow, I don't know if I can read it tonight, but I did start it, and this is just one of those stories that's going to captivate you and just take me on this journey unlike anything I've ever read before. I have only read one Tessa Afshar book before, and it was Jewel of the Nile, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars, can't remember, but I know this is going to be very impactful. So it says, let's just go ahead and read the back of the synopsis just for clarity, but it says, before Christ called her daughter, before she stole healing by touching the hem of his garment. Eliana is a young girl crushed by guilt. After her only brother is killed while in her care, she tries to earn forgiveness by working for her father's textile trade and caring for her family. When another tragedy places Eliana in sole charge of the business, her talent for design brings enormous success, but never the absolution she longs for. As her world unravels, she breaks off her betrothal to the only man she will ever love. Then illness strikes, isolating her from everyone, stripping her of everything she has left. No physician can cure her, no end is in sight, until she hears whispers of a man whose mere touch can heal. After so many years of suffering and disappointment, is it possible that one man can redeem the wounds of body, heart, and soul? So the introduction, like it says, her brother is killed while in her care. So at the very beginning of this, we see Eliana and her brother Joseph gotten sick from a bee sting before, and she puts a flower in his face, and a bee comes there and stings him, and he dies. And her family blames her for that, and she blames herself as well because she was just playing with her brother, and that's what happened. And, you know, of course, she didn't know any better, and so now it sounds like she's going to try to earn forgiveness by working for her father in the textile trade and care for her family. So just documenting this introduction here of we're about to take this journey, y'all, and I'm going to take y'all along for the ride every step of the way. So I don't know when I'll finish this. I am going to prioritize this over Loyally Luke. Just really wanted to try to get to this before May 1st with all the Southern Charm Readathon books that I have. So yeah, I found the audiobook through Audible in the Audible Plus library. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't think I already had it. It said add to library. So, but I'm going to try to physically read this for the most part, just because I'm kind of like, I need to know, you know what I mean? So versus like just listening to it, I think it's going to be more impactful physically reading. I'm going to try to test myself with more physical reading, y'all. And I talked to my friend Alicia about this. We were saying how like the reading sprints, it was so good. Like maybe we just need to set like, I don't know, like timers on our phones, because a lot of times I end up getting distracted by my phone in the evening, and I could be physically reading before bed at least 30 minutes or more. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm really going to try to physically read this. We'll see. I feel like this is going to be a very fast read just because of the nature of the story. So yeah, I'm about to take y'all along the ride with me. So let's do this. Alright y'all, so it's like Tuesday night and I haven't made an update on this vlog since I think Sunday, or actually, well, yesterday y'all saw on my lunch break I was reading this book, but I haven't really done an update since I was right at the beginning of this. And I got to chapter 8, which is page 88. And there's a lot of stuff happening here. I don't have too much to say. We're really just setting up the scene, you know, after, like I said, her brother passed away. So she is really just going through things with her family, and her parents are just devastated from the loss of her brother. And so she's trying to work and do everything she can, I'll say, to help her family financially. And she is actually making these socks and blankets and different things. And so she's been working with the man she's betrothed to, and she's 17 or 18, and so I think they're supposed to get married, but I don't know if they will right away or what's going to happen. The synopsis did say, it made it sounds like something's going to happen. It makes her in the sole charge of the business, and she breaks off her betrothal to the only man that she'll love. So, like, we'll see kind of what happens with this betrothal. Right now, they're still together, but the synopsis made it sound like, okay, she's probably going to be by herself. I like this much of her in the Bible. And I ought to, like, actually, at some point in this video, I should, like, get the Bible out to actually read that part of the Bible in this video. I think that'll be very well needed. But this is, of course, a fictionalized tale of, like, what it could have been like, her story could have been like, right? This is definitely not adding anything to the Bible, but this is about a biblical figure in the Bible that we only see this much of, like a glimpse. But she's just going through some things, you know, and she's like, I hid in a cave made of glorious creations. I forced myself to forget what I had lost. And so she's just like working on these beautiful fabrics and all these different things, dyes and whatnot, blankets and socks and all these things. She's doing very well for herself and her family, but, you know, one of her sister's birthdays came up and, like, they all forgot, you know, they're just living in grief that is very understandable after what happened. So, you know, she's just devastated. Her dad and everything, it's just not the same after the loss of her brother. And so, yeah, she's just trying to work throughout everything business-wise first, and that's kind of where I've gotten to. I did kind of highlight some things, or, you know, like, I want to tab this, but I marked some things. She's talking about how she's not able to pray right now just because everything that she's went through. And, you know, she's like saying how the Pharisees taught that righteousness depends on our perfect pursuit of the law. If we performed our duty, God would bless us. If we failed, he would remove his hand of care and protection from us. Our faith revolved around a simple legal transaction. We could not be right with God if we did not fulfill our end of that transaction. And I had lost all right to God's favor when I destroyed my brother and shattered my father and mother's heart by doing so. And so she was not able to pray because she keeps hearing those Pharisees' words in the back of her mind. And I'm just so looking forward to her ending of this story when she touches Jesus' garment and is healed. We haven't even seen that happen to her yet. The bleeding has not happened yet. Okay, but I'm looking forward to that because that combats everything that the Pharisees were saying here, right? And so just her faith, your faith, daughter, your faith had made you well. And that's what it says in the Bible. He calls her daughter. And I absolutely love to see this at the beginning of what's going to be a beautiful transformation. So I cannot wait. And I definitely agree with this quote on the back. No one brings the Bible to life like Tessa Afshar. Like, as far as biblical fiction, I have not found this is only my second Tessa Afshar. From hearing from so many of you, I have not found anyone yet that does it like her. You know, I do like Connelly and Cassette quite a bit. The two I've read by her so far. I've not read Misu Andrews. She's on my list as well. You know, I think I've got some more. Of course, Francine Rivers does have some more biblical fiction to read through. And I've got just so many. I'm looking at my shelf, but, like, it's one of those things where I don't even know where they're at. But it's one of those things that, like, the way that Tessa writes her stories is just so impactful and staying true to the Bible in the best possible way in the context of history and the biblical times as well. So, yeah, I just want to give a quick update of kind of where I was. And I love at the beginning of every chapter we're having a scripture. And so, yeah, we'll see kind of what happens. We're talking mostly through, like, you know, the dyes and everything, the logistics of business right now. So, yeah, not a whole lot of updates, but I wanted to at least give some of an update. So I may read a little bit tonight before I go to bed. It's 8:30. I'm pretty tired though, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to, y'all. During the week, it's just hard. I'm telling you, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm just like zonked. I'm just so dead. I mean, look at this eye makeup is about gone too, just from the day, you know. So anyway, and this is gonna be full transparent of how I look vlog, you know, but I don't even care at this point. So anyway, I am so looking forward to finishing this book. So yeah, tomorrow's May 1st. So I actually finished reading today, and I don't know when you'll see this vlog. I want y'all to see this before the wrap up. So I did finish reading Anne of the Island by L.A. Montgomery, and I loved it. So gave it 5 stars. That was a random pickup, but the only reason I picked it up is I needed a character with red hair for Chantel's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, and I did it. So got it done, and I started yesterday, finished it today. So that was my last read of April, and the wrap up will be coming out Monday. You should be seeing this Saturday. I actually pushed out the Holmes book tag again, so the video I filmed like a week ago is gonna be pushed out again, so maybe till next Thursday or something. We'll just kind of wait and see. I'm just using it for filler content at this point, but yeah, so I'll keep y'all updated as far as this book goes, because I really just want this to be more of a Land of Silence read, but I'm still currently reading Lily Luke in the middle of this to have something light to break it up, you know, and all the things. Yeah, that's kind of like the updates for right now. I will be back with more updates as I can. Hey y'all, why is it every time I come on here I have no makeup? But anyway, this is real life, and I come to you in the middle of the night because it's like 3:40 in the morning, the evening before my birthday, I guess. Today's my birthday, I guess. But I randomly woke up with stomach issues this morning, so no fun. I haven't had that in a little bit, but TMI. But still reading this book, and I'm gonna stay up to read this because I can't go back to bed, because I got up and got on Facebook and I saw that my great aunt had actually passed away. It's my grandmother's sister. And my granny's been gone a long time now. They were 2 different generations of sisters. My granny today would be 80 something. And my great aunt is actually 66. So she loved a little man. And when he was born, she was so kind to make him things with his name on it. I don't know. Probably shouldn't even be making this update, but you know, I'm sure they've tried to call my mom. Maybe they couldn't get a hold of her, but it happened on Wednesday. And so anyway, I'm not trying to make this about that, but that's why I'm up. Very sad that she's gone, but she had a long battle with cancer, and she's in the arms of Jesus. So that is a comfort. That is a comfort. We've been through a lot, and I'm thankful that she's with Jesus. That's all I'll say. But thank you for any prayers that you all, if you remember us through that, you know, just think about us. So, but we're going to try to have a good weekend either way, you know. That's what she'd want. Now, she wouldn't want us to be grieving. Hopefully my stomach will get better here in a little bit, but then we can actually like go somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to try to read this, you know, just sit here and read Land of Silence. I am almost done with it, honestly. I got to chapter 21, and the sacrifices that Eliana has made. Have I said her name? I don't remember if I told y'all her name. Her name's Eliana. But the sacrifices she has made with this betrothal and stuff, like, if you know, was overwhelming to just see how much she cared about people, like to do certain things to keep people safe, we'll say. And I'm floored with how I'm just floored with the story and how just caring she is. And she's, you're like, girl, why are you doing this? But you know why she's doing this. And I think we just got to the bleeding portion of this story. Where in the Bible what happens to her. So we will see what happens next. But it's such a powerful story. It's truly, I mean, we're about to get in the impact of things. So if y'all gonna see me crying on here, I mean, it ain't nothing new. But I just had to give an update. I mean, I'm looking crazy, but this is real life. This is real life. I'm all about transparency here, so I'm just sharing with y'all real stuff. And really appreciate y'all. I am just so overwhelmed with the gratitude. I'm gonna go into this real quick. I'm gonna do a birthday vlog and a birthday book haul, but I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude to anyone who sent me birthday gifts. I am just, you never have to send me anything, but I want you to know how much I really appreciate that, because this week I've just been overwhelmed with gratitude. And so I'm actually, when I do my birthday book haul, I'm gonna do like at least pick one person to give back to, because I have been so overwhelmed with gratitude and joy from all of your kindness. And so I am gonna do at least another $20 gift card to Amazon to someone randomly. So that's something I'm planning on doing, just because I want to give back to the community that continues to give to me. And yeah, I love you so much. Love you all so much. You're all so kind. So that'll be coming. But I've ordered some books off Book Outlet, so what? Yeah, 2 orders. No, I mean, come on. But so I've rearranged some stuff in my room with the bookshelf situation. So we will, yeah, that'll be a struggle, but I think I've managed to make it work. So, oh man, I'm just trying to smile. But I love you guys. I will update you. I mean, there's gonna be updates with this. I'm trying to take y'all along with me best way I know how with this. And I mean, this girl, she's been through so much in this story that I am overwhelmed. Again, the word overwhelmed with just everything she's been through, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Okay, so I have laundered, as you can see from the sweat hair, but it is now 5:30, okay, in the morning, and let's see this character growth of where she's came from a place of feeling like she's been punished to more so of how we can still remain faithful in suffering to God. Wow. She is literally, her faith is so strong. I can't say this paragraph without spoiling it, so there's just been a lot of tragedy in her and her sister's lives, I'll say. And she says, "These are the running waters of our lives, surrounding us like a churning wall on every side. They are the army of our Pharaoh, but instead of growing distracted and fearful, we can choose to set our eyes on the path the Lord opens up for us. One step at a time, we can go forward and lean and learn to be faithful in suffering." And at this point, she has been dealing with this. This is going into the 6th year. So in this story, you are hearing about all of the different things that she has tried and all the physicians that she's seen. And I cannot wait to see her with the great physician at the end of this. Y'all, I'm gonna be a wreck. I'm gonna be wrecked. I've only got like this much left. So I'm just taking my time a little bit, you know, kind of process through things. But wow. It's such an example that no matter what we're going through, staying faithful in our faith to God and what He has in store for us is so important. So, He will not leave us nor forsake us, and we see that in this story. We are going to see that in this story. So, yeah. Update. We're going off the rails here with something else. So, I love y'all so much. I'm overwhelmed with joy. You know, what's crazy, I'm leaving everything in there from the previous clip so that y'all can see how real this is. This is really, like, look at the Lord. So I was talking about how I found out about my great aunt passing away, and I was sad. and had been crying about it, and I still haven't been to bed. So it was like 7 o'clock a.m. and I've been up since 2:30, but I just couldn't go back to bed, y'all. My stomach and stuff, but then like, you know, the stuff with thinking about her, and it really affected me. And so I just trying to process a little bit through that. And then I was talking to my mom this morning. I'm talking to my mom in this video. I can't cry because I done got the makeup on. Honey, I done been sobbing this morning. Cut to, let me just show y'all. This is the real reaction of me in this video everybody did. Cut to the real telegram message that I sent to some of my besties. I think it's important y'all see it because of how much it really meant to me. I am overwhelmed with joy at this community. I am. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Taylor tagged me in this video. Y'all, everybody put together. I'm about to go watch it. Ain't no way. Oh my gosh, I love y'all. I needed that. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Oh my gosh. This community, the best. This video that Taylor from Tales and Treats with Tay put together of so many of you in the community wishing me a happy birthday and your kind words. I want to tell y'all that meant so much. It meant so much to me because I love this community. I love what we do. I take this very seriously, what we do here about the books and the content in the books. And I love you so much. I love y'all so much. And it meant so much to me to see that on the morning of my birthday, especially after like processing through those other things. And I'm just throwing this in here because I'm hoping to have this video up by May 4th, which is tomorrow, because I want to actually do like a birthday vlogs, like starting day, but I haven't finished Land of Silence yet. So I couldn't even read anymore after seeing the video. I was like, nuh-uh. So just know from the bottom of my heart how much I love you guys and I appreciate you. And I truly love sharing my love for the Lord and books and all the good things here on this platform, and just, you know, talking about secular books and letting you know the content in that, you know, and just trying to minister to everyone who watches in some form or fashion and let them know that, hey, the Lord loves you no matter what you've done, and just trying to share the love of Christ here the best way I can, and about good books and you know, the content in books, so that you are aware of this for you, yourself, your family, your kids, all those things before you pick it up. And like, that's like a really important thing for me and so many of us in this space here in this community. And I am overwhelmed with joy. I love you all. Know that for real. Know that for real. Like, you all are inspiration to me. All of your kind words have meant so much to me. And so, yeah, thank you so much. You've made this certainly a birthday to remember always. And Taylor, thank you for putting that together and asking everyone. I can't believe it. Y'all are just the kindest people, and just everyone in that video. I will link the video if you haven't seen it, put it in my community tab, but all those people, you need to go subscribe to their channels because it's so good. I have wanted to do like a full video of like all the Christian booktubers and stuff that I follow, but I haven't really made it there yet. But it's like, that's why I try to share it in the community tab whenever I see it, so let you know like right away. So if you're looking for some new Christian booktubers, you know, you might check out that video that Taylor did with a lot of the people there. Some are on Instagram and some are on BookTube. And then we've got in the community tab a lot of things that I've tried to share of new people as well. So I don't know, encouragement. Everyone says I'm an encourager, and I truly believe that without my whole heart. I want to encourage everyone to just be who they are on this platform here. If they are making a channel, don't worry about the mistakes. Let the real happen, you know, of course, keep your privacy, but you know what I'm saying. We need safety and privacy here, but to the extent that you can be, you know, who you are here on this platform, and that it's okay, you know. And we're going to share our thoughts and opinions, and even when we don't agree with things, we are always loving and kind in the best way possible. So yeah, I love y'all. That's all I can say. I love y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready, and well, I'm already ready. I gotta put my shoes on, and I'm gonna get a middleman up so I can take him to school. But that meant the world to me, y'all. I needed it, and it's just like a joy of the Lord moment, truly. So thank y'all so much, and I'll update y'all as soon as I finish this book. Okay. Good morning, friends. It is Saturday morning. I'm trying to get this done. Okay. So Tessa Afshar, Land of Silence, y'all. I'm nearing the end. I have not put any makeup on purpose, just because you hear a little bit, just because the tears are gonna be flowing. I had to come on here though and read you. I'm like this much left, and Not gonna spoil anything, but there was an instance where she's explaining she's been bleeding for 11 years. And this person says, have you tried many physicians? Everything possible. I fear I have run out of true alternatives. The last physician insisted that I spend a week in the temple of Asclepius. I can't say that name, but it's an idol, okay? Like a foreign god, we'll say. And she says, of course, I could not do that. I would rather receive the silence of the Lord than the healing of an idol. Her faith, she says, it's not been all that bad. I have grown closer to the Lord because of it, and that is a treasure I would not lose. Like, the faith of this woman is so encouraging and just, wow. It's unbelievable. Like, think about our everyday little inconveniences we get all upset about. But then this woman has bled for 11 years. And you read through all the different things and the treatments that these physicians have tried with her, and they're very painful. And she was so selfless. She took herself as this person to just withdraw from everyone. She worries about them being unclean when they're around her, because that's what happened back then. You know, it's like you couldn't be around her. You would be unclean, or you would be unclean if you even were in her presence. And she took that so serious, you know, and it blows me away with just her faith blows me away of how strong it is. I know we're leading up to the good ending here. But they've already mentioned how Jesus, they're talking about Jesus. They didn't say his name, but they said, you know, hey, there's a prophet, you know, going around. You know, have you thought about that? And she just kind of brushed it off first off, because, you know, she doesn't really know. But I'm excited to see how this goes down. But I just had to read that to you because it just touched me in such a beautiful way, truly. So they're talking about Jesus here. And this woman says, he has the gentlest eyes I've ever seen. It was like being bathed in love, having his gaze rest on you. The teacher laid his hands on my head. At first, I felt a peace I have never known. I could feel the sorrow of every miscarriage stripped from me. Before long, another strange thing happened. The fears I have carried for years fell away. Fear of loss and ending up alone. His parents' increasing criticism. Fear of being a complete failure as a wife. I was being washed, layer after layer, my soul cleansed of its many burdens. Without warning, I felt my knees give, and I collapsed, crying and trembling. At the very moment I knew I had been healed. I knew I would bear a child, a healthy child. This is her sister in this book, who has had multiple miscarriages. It's like this. He is holy, I have no doubt of that, but in his holiness he welcomes the brokenhearted, the sinners, the weak. I heard him say, come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. You are weary, my beloved sister. You carry such a heavy burden. Come to him and let him give you rest. Oh my gosh, this book, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. Daughter, he called me for the first time since Joseph died. Someone called me daughter. And that's her little brother from the very beginning of the story. Wow. The word left his mouth and entered into my soul like a shower of indescribable love. How do you explain a miracle? Words cannot capture a move of heaven. He had already healed my body, but by that one declaration, he healed my heart. He claimed me as his own. Oh my gosh, y'all, this book, y'all gotta read it. I'm telling y'all, you got to read it. Wow, this is so emotional, y'all. This is so good. Okay. I'm unwell. This is, Tessa Afshar writes it like no other. Y'all. Wow, he'd set another captive free. And this just goes to show us, that no matter what your sin, what you've done, no matter what shame or guilt you feel, you know, like she felt so much guilt about her brother's death. You know, the Lord could set you free. He sets every captive free. And this really talked about forgiving our enemies. And she learns about how to forgive those that have hurt her. And she was set free indeed in that as well. Wow. All the hurt and those that looked down upon her because she was so unclean. You know, her neighbors didn't want anything to do with her. I mean, can you imagine 12 years of this during this time? No, I mean, it's like a true land of silence, like by herself, isolation. And he healed it like that. And because of her faith, she had such faith. It inspires me. I need to have that faith. There was a time when I thought Caesar was the most powerful man the world over. I know better now. One day, no one will remember the name of Tiberius. No one will give a thought to Caesar, but the name of Jesus shall have great renown as long as men live on this earth. Amen. Glory. Hallelujah. Amen. Okay, friends, we're at the end of this journey. 5 stars. Have I found a favorite book of the year? Yes. This is it. Last year was Gabrielle Meyer. I'm forgetting how to say her name. I've been saying Gabrielle, but now I think it's Gabriel. I don't know. Gabrielle Meyer. Now we've got Tessa Afshar, Land of Silence. Favorite book. It's up there. It's number 1 right now. That's it. Because this took me out. Y'all seen the emotions. This is a real reaction of how I felt during this whole process. And the epilogue took me out. And the very last sentence, perhaps one day people I have never met will hear of me and know that Jesus of Nazareth ended the endless misery of a hopeless woman with one stolen touch and a few life-transforming words. I don't even know where to start, but the grief that she went through, the grief that Eliana went through, and the healing process, and all of the hard things that this woman went through in 12 years, you know, losing the betrothal and everything the way it came in the end was just a beautiful story. I highly recommend this. I know that not everyone can read biblical fiction that has like a real biblical character or figure in it, we'll say, but I love the way this was done. It didn't cause me any issues. I just think this is a beautiful story, and you know, we have so little of her in the Bible, so this was like a fully fleshed out fictionalized novel, and that took that little piece from the Bible and put it in here. So I'm going to go get my Bible. We're going to read that section. So in Matthew chapter 9, verse 20, and behold, a woman who had suffered from a discharge of blood for 12 years came up behind him and touched the fringe of his garment. For she said to herself, if only I touch his garment, I will be made well. Jesus turned and seeing her said, take heart, daughter, your faith has made you well. And instantly the woman was made well. And when Jesus came to the ruler's house and saw the flute players and the crowd making a commotion, he said, go away, for the girl is not dead but sleeping. And they laughed at him. But when the crowd had been put outside, he went in and took her by the hand, and the girl arose. And the report of this went all throughout the district. So that's only like 2 sentences, right? Because the first we're talking about a young girl being restored to life. That's the way that this is. Someone said that my daughter just died, but come and lay your hand on her and she will live. So Jesus is going, what I find so profound about this is he is going to do something so big. He knows that this young girl has died and he is going to raise her to life, right? But he stops for her. He stops for this woman who has been in such despair for 12 years and knows her faith. Your faith has made you well. Take heart, daughter. He stops. Won't he do it? He'd do it for any of us. He'd do it for any of us. He is always there. That is such a great example to just show how the Lord is always there. No matter what your hurt is, he is always there with you. I hope that encourages you. I hope that encourages you. It has encouraged me. It encourages me. And that's what I love about biblical fiction is we go back to the word of God. We go back to the living word of the Lord. And we really see his goodness in all of this. And so, yeah, I hope that you'll pick this book up. I'm going to end this vlog. It is Saturday morning, May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. We are going today I'm going to start another vlog I'm working on. for next week. We're going today to see Star Wars in theaters, so which y'all know. So it's May the 4th day, and they have episode 1 out in theaters. So that's fun, and so hopefully we can go up there and do that today unless something crazy happens, but that's our plan. And I'm so glad that I read this book. Thank you, Chrissy, Lindsay, Teresa. They all love this book, and I'm so thankful that they recommended this to me. I'm so glad I read one of their favorite books of the year. I know there were all the tears. I know this is very emotional, so I'm sorry if there was a lot of like emotions in this, but like we real around here, so you know. The realness is here. And so I'm just so thankful for them just sharing this book with me. It's definitely my favorite book of the year right now as far as anything else goes. Nothing else tops it right now. Out of all 70 books right now, this is it. Okay, and so I cannot wait to read more Tessa Afshar. She is just a pillar in the biblical fiction community, you know, the Christian fiction market. Like, she is so good at what she does in her craft, and I absolutely love her writing, and I cannot recommend it enough. So anyway, the hubs is getting up, sounds like, and I'm gonna end this vlog. Thank you again for all your birthday wishes. I had the best birthday. It was the best time ever. I hope that y'all have had a blessed week and have a blessed weekend, and I'll see y'all in the next video.